Peace and love, family, and welcome to another Sunday Hope and Healing session. I know that we are getting started a bit late today. We have run into some connection issues and a couple of challenges, but it's fine. As the title indicates, we're doing just a bit of a brief check-in from here in New York City. Um, it's good to be here. I'm really enjoying my time here. Like I said, this is just going to be a bit of a check-in as I'm walking on the street in New York for the time being, getting ready to go into a service momentarily at the Unity of New York. But so happy to be able to connect with you all here, as always. There have been some things that have been on my heart, some things that have been on my spirit. And excuse me. And I didn't want to use it for today because we're just doing, like I said, more of a check-in today. But next week, we will have a full-on Sunday Hope and Healing session. I know we had a bit of a check-in last week as well as the Transcending the Matrix intermediate level training in mental and emotional healing, neurological upgrading, and brain optimization was taking place. We had that class going on all weekend last weekend, and so I just checked in very briefly then to be able to say hello and connect with you all. And obviously, we're doing a check-in right now today as well. But next week we'll be coming back with the full-on Sunday Hope and Healing session. I'm walking around and I kind of need to see my bearings where it is that I'm walking. There is a parking garage around here somewhere that I needed to find, and I have no clue right now where that actually is. But I do want to just mention something that had been put on my heart, and we'll be dealing with this next week. And that's dealing with overcoming childhood trauma and becoming free of trauma and family drama. I know that that's something that affects all of us. No matter how deeply spiritual a person is, it doesn't mean that they haven't had some things that they've gone through, or some things of having to get over. And sometimes I know there can be situations where people have experienced things and it's hard to let go of things that have happened. I know there are times where people have experienced things that have really shaped us and molded who we've become just based on things that have happened in life, even when we were much younger. And we're going to actually address some of those things. We're actually going to do some healing on those things and work towards getting us free. Because as we continue to endeavor to engage in this work of reaching that sustainable and dwelling in that sustainable state of supreme satisfaction, a big part of that is us really becoming free of the things that bind us and hold us back from being the fullness of it, who it is that we're destined to be, who it is that we were created to be. And part of the challenge, and even in a way, part of the beauty of life, is getting to the other side of all of the things that stand between, or that have endeavored to stand between who we are and who it is that we become, or who it is that we endeavor to become. And so, again, we'll be focusing on that next week. We're going to do a lot of healing regarding that. So if you know of somebody who's just having maybe some places in life that it's a hard time getting past, if you deal with some things where, there's maybe some family drama in your life, or there's some trauma that you've experienced, earlier in life at some point, or someone who has, please invite them to come next week for that, because we're going to do some deep healing regarding that. It's not going to have to be necessarily a deeply emotional experience that people will have to face, but we're going to subtly do some things to help release some of those things. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and close out now. But I do look forward to seeing you all next Sunday for our regularly scheduled Sunday Hope and Healing sessions, which we endeavor to be starting on time, actually on time for that one. Curly Conscious King, greetings, brother. It's always good to see you in the space. It's broadcasting from here in New York City, in Manhattan right now, getting ready to head into service at Unity of New York. Anyway, much love to you as always, and look forward to seeing you next week. Curly Conscious King, hope to see you before then. In fact, thank you for the safe travels, well wishes, and until we meet again, I bid you adieu with peace and love. Catch you next time.